The story of Samson, a hero's strength and downfall. Today we are diving into one of the most legendary stories in the Bible, the story of Samson. That's right, the man, the myth, the strongest legend with hair that could outshine any shampoo commercial. But before we jump in, if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe for more biblical deep dives. Now, let's get into it. All right. Let's rewind to a time when Israel was oppressed by the Philistines, one of Israel's greatest enemies. We're in the book of Judges, chapter 13 to 16, and here we meet a certain man named Manoah and his wife, a couple that couldn't have children. That is, until an angel appears and tells them they'll have a son who will begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines. Now talk about a pregnancy announcement. Forget gender reveals, an angel just casually pops up and says, "Hey, congrats, you're having a hero." So Samson is born, and he's special from the get-go. His parents were told that he had to take the Nazirite vow. Now that meant three things. He couldn't drink wine or anything alcoholic, he couldn't touch anything dead, and most importantly, he could never cut his hair. Yep, that long, flowing hair was the source of his supernatural strength, making Samson the original man-bun trendsetter. As Samson grows up, his superhuman strength becomes legendary. One of his first recorded feats? He tears a lion apart with his bare hands, Judges chapter 14, verse 5 to 6. Yep, just casually strolling through the vineyards, a lion comes roaring out, and Samson's like, "Not today!" Then, there's the time he struck down 1,000 Philistines with, wait for it, a jawbone of a donkey. Judges chapter 15, verse 15 to 16. But for all his strength, Samson had one big flaw: women. He was easily deceived by ladies, and that's where things start to unravel. You see, Samson, despite being Israel's judge and warrior, didn't always make the best decisions. He marries a Philistine woman against his parents' wishes, and let's just say, that ends in disaster. Judges chapter 14, verse 1 to 20. Then comes Delilah, the femme fatale of the Bible. Judges chapter 16, verse 4 to 22. Samson fell head over heels for her, but little did he know she was out to betray him for some cold, hard Philistine silver. Delilah keeps asking Samson for the secret to his strength. And Samson, being Samson, plays games at first. "Oh, tie me with fresh ropes, braid my hair." But eventually he tells her the truth. It's the hair. And just like that, he spills the tea and his power. He falls asleep, and Delilah's like, "Snip, snip," cuts his hair. Now with his hair gone, Samson is captured. His eyes are gouged out and he's thrown into prison. Things aren't looking good for our hero. But in this moment of complete weakness, Samson calls out to God. After everything, his pride, his impulsiveness, his mistakes, he humbly prays one last prayer. Judges 16:28. Then Samson prayed to the Lord, "Sovereign Lord, remember me. Please, God, strengthen me just once more, and let me with one blow get revenge on the Philistines." He's brought into the temple of Dagon, where the Philistines are mocking him. His hair has begun to grow back, and with it, his strength is returning. Samson asks God for one last act of strength, to bring down the temple on the Philistines and himself. With one final mighty push, Samson collapses the temple, taking out more Philistines in his death than he ever did in his life. Judges chapter 16, verse 30. His story may have ended in tragedy, but through his downfall, God still used him to deliver Israel. So what can we learn from Samson's life? For one, even when we're strong in one area, we all have weaknesses. Samson's physical strength was unmatched, but his lack of self-control was his downfall. It reminds us that we can't rely on our own power alone. We need to lean on God for wisdom, guidance, and humility. And even when we mess up big time, God can still redeem us. Samson's final act was one of redemption, showing that no matter how far we fall, God's grace is greater. So, what are your strengths and weaknesses? And how can you surrender them to God's will? Thanks for sticking with me through the epic tale of Samson, a hero who reminds us that strength comes not just from muscles, but from faith. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more biblical stories with a twist. See you next time, and remember, keep your head high but your heart humble.